All right, guys. Mark here.
It's me, Double H.
No,
Big
with
Mac.
Have Hope. Okay.
Double H.
Have Hope.
Double
Okay.
H. Yeah, the Mac has been skiving because he thinks it's
Mark's been out of business. No, Mark's been out of business for a while.
He's too good for Talkback.
But the Mark is back. Okay. First of all,
Maybe
guys.
before he leaves again.
Yeah, whatever. www.talkbackworld.net, where real fans roam. Go to the website. Yes, it is. Go to the websites, new forums up. Okay, so first of all, guys, people might actually go to the forums, Talkback Senate, and might see things are now different.
Yeah,
Hold on, could you relax? Chill. Senate, look, basically the forums have been updated, okay? They've been upgrades, okay? Upgrades, basically. And they are now higher res. You will notice a lot of different things. I mean, obviously, we've got the blogs, personal blogs that all fans who are on the forums can use. And basically, there's a lot of new features, all of which I'm not actually sure of because there's so many new things that you can mess around with and use.
How nice.
Okay, anyway. Basically, also, I would also say that I've obviously been seeing that a lot of guys have been saying a lot of things in my absence about what the Merc's been up to, and
well, what has the Merc been up to all this time? I'd like to know. Well,
Have Hope is a comedian now. In my absence, Have Hope has become a comedian. I had no idea. Anyway, look, what we're here to talk about is.
You just said that you're wondering what people.
I am not answering Yes, I'm not answering the question.
Okay, I think people already figured it out.
Okay.
Let's go.
Expendables footage, trailer, bootleg. Well, it's actually not bootleg, but it was bootleg. Expendables footage trailer, basically the promo trailer that's been released. Have Hope.
Yeah, well, it depends. There were two trailers that were released actually.
Which one are you talking about?
Which, I mean, that's like they are both, so I could talk about.
Okay, talk about
the
both.
first one that was released, obviously. Yeah, it was pretty. It was. I mean, the quality was. It was alright. Alright. It was done by worstpreviews.com. They unleashed it from the what's it called? I think it was the festival.
No, you're not registering on the thing.
It was from the festival in Italy that they released it, and basically, yeah, it was alright. I think that basically the trailer that they put out there. Because Avilena, I think, was talking about PG-13 or R-rated. And I think that trailer that was released was obviously the PG-13.
That's the PG-13 trailer, obviously.
Which is why it's had... The negative feedback it had was because of like, whoa, I thought this was R-rated. This is why I think that from the vibe that people have gotten from those two trailers are like, oh, wow, this is like old school 80s, but people want an R-rated film. And I think that this has shown, the reaction from these two trailers has shown that a PG-13
will fail.
It will fail.
No doubt, Have Hope, I agree 100%. You see, I actually saw this and I wasn't actually aware fully of this whole PG-13 versus R-rated situation. You see, in my viewpoints, okay, you can't release Expendables as a PG-13 movie. It doesn't make any sense. Because, listen, do you know what the first thing I thought of when I saw it? Like, you remember that clip with Jason Statham and Stallone? Yeah. And then his phone is ringing and it says, I'm getting a text. Yeah. All that came to my mind was Demolition Man. That was the first thing that came to my head. And Demolition Man failed because it was cheesy. Like, the idea of Snipes and Stallone in the same movie is actually a good move. Mm-hmm. But the movie failed because it was a cheesy movie. It was like, it just doesn't work. See, Stallone is not for the kids. He'd like to be for kids. He'd like to be sometimes. Mm-hmm. He's tried it many times. Stop What My Mom Will Shoot, Demolition Man, what was the other? Okay, he's basically released a lot of movies that he's tried to do kid stuff. And it doesn't work. Stallone works best as hard-edged.
No, I mean, like, the thing is that the comedy cues in the trailer, they were funny, but it really works if it is 18. If it's just PG-13 and we're just seeing these jokes and just your normal action and these big guys, it's not going to work.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Like, the comedy becomes funny once it's a backdrop of violence.
Invitation. Here's my invitation.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Commando.
Basically, Commando, yes.
which
right.
is a comedy. It's a comedy film that happens to be very violent.
Wrong. Basically, also, another viewpoint that I looked at, I mean, I think, you see, the thing is that Stallone, I'm sure he's used everybody well. I'm sure he has. But that's also a concern that, hopefully guys haven't got wasted, that everybody's going to be utilized to the fullest. The great thing about it is I watched that footage and I'm like, this is definitely 80s, And that's actually a great thing that he's able to bring back that vibe of like, it felt very loose, like action was happening,
And
things
also,
were going on.
There was not one
No
CG
CGI,
shot.
exactly.
One CG shot in that.
It just felt very, very realistic and organic. And like, that's what 80s movies used to be like. Like, it felt like guys had a camera, they got action guys, and guys were actually really doing things.
And also, what those idiotic producers don't realize that most of the 80s movies were R-rated.
I mean, they were 18s, yeah.
Yeah, most I can't.
No, wait a minute. All of them were.
Yeah, I have to say like
they were like all 18.
I don't remember any 12 movies which had like guys with guns and shooting. They were all 18, not 15. They were all 18 movies. So
it doesn't make sense. No, they don't understand that. Listen, you know what? There are two things you have to think about. Why would you want to market an action movie with killing to kids? That's the first thing. And the second thing is, it doesn't actually work because the whole point. Actually, it's on two levels. Why would you want to do it? And second of all, killing and stuff shouldn't be sanitized.
No,
those are two things.
I'll play devil's advocate here. If the producers are desperate to make money, even if you make it 18, with the way cinemas work now, especially in local small areas, kids will still watch the film because since they look at it as being 18, they say, oh wow, this must mean that it's really hard edge, and all of the guys who are from the 80s are talking about this film. So they would find a way to watch
it, but still, you're not going to make. Basically, put it this way: the only reason why Dark Knight, for example, made so much money is because it was PG-13. Yeah, it's people will still sneak, but when it's like a free for all that anybody can go, so that's what they're going for, and they think that, you know what, no movie has ever been released. It's like the greatest action cast in history. Like, it's not actually an understatement. It's like the greatest action cast in the history of movies.
Because Arnie and Bruce Willis are about to show their
Bruce Willis is in it. I mean, it's gotten to the point that it's like, if you're not in it, you're a loser. Like Russell, you're a loser. Like, you've lost out. Van Damme, like, it's now.
Story. I want a character.
Yeah, it's now become Lionheart. The Quest. triple double impact damage. Look,
Death Warrant.
The Replicant. Basically, stories. Basically, it's gotten to the point now that if you're not in this movie and you're an action guy, you've lost that. Like, things like Michael J. White should be in the movie. And I'm sure you'd have done it had they approached him. Because I'm thinking now, it's like, everybody's in this. That's why you see that people can talk about Bruce Willis from today till tomorrow, but Bruce Willis actually understands this situation. Like, he knew that Die Hard 4 wasn't good. He knew it wasn't good. Like, he actually said it. He's like, look, the rating messed up his movie, and he knows it. So, Bruce Willis, see, think about Bruce Willis, people say Bruce Willis is arrogant. Bruce Willis is in this movie because he knows this is where you need to be. He knows you need to be. Like, if Bruce Willis is in this, why the hell is Kurt Russell not in it? Has Kurt Russell done more than Bruce Willis? So why is Kurt Russell not in the movie?
I mean, that's what I mean. The whole Kurt Russell thing, man. Like, I just think that it's a psychological thing. It's a mental thing because, like, there is no reason why. Maybe it's Goldie Hawn or something like that. Seriously, I mean.
Okay, thoughts.
Yeah, probably. I mean.
Look, somebody whispered in his ear.
There's no reason why you wouldn't want to.
It doesn't make sense
because you're not doing anything. I mean. I don't mean to be rude, but what are you doing at the moment?
Anyway, look, we've got to wrap this up, and it's almost the end of this vid. That footage, like we've said the reservations of the footage. If you've got your thoughts, www.talkbackworld.net.
Radio show at 12.
No, but this is a video. Why are you publicizing? It could be over. Anyway, look, we're out. Bay out. Spielberg in.
Keanu for Moses.